Hey friends, welcome back to my channel on this 9th day of Christmas. Yes, 9th day of Christmas. I've lost track. Today we're gonna try to do some Pinterest cooking. During quarantine this whole time, one of my favorite things to do has been to cook and try all the recipes that I have pinned on Pinterest that I think look good and that I've never made. Except today we're gonna try it and we're gonna make it gluten-free. This recipe is the pull-apart Christmas tree. I have it pinned on my Pinterest board, and I watched a video last week of my cooking idol, Rosana Pansino. She made these, but of course she made them normal. I'm going to attempt to make it gluten-free. And we're gonna work in my kitchen today, or in my dining room, because I don't have counter space to roll things out and need. So we're gonna get started. We're gonna try to make these pull-apart Christmas tree things. First thing, we need a bowl. We're going to try this with the Pillsbury gluten-free flour, all-purpose blend. It has a blend of rice flour, potato starch, pea fiber, tapioca starch, and xanthan gum. All right, we are gonna add 1 cup of gluten-free flour. Next, we're gonna add 1 package of Fleischmann's active dry yeast. I accidentally cut the top open already. And then we're going to pour in oil, and it calls for 3 tablespoons of corn oil. I don't have corn oil. I have vegetable oil, and I wasn't gonna go buy. So we're gonna see. Again, I'm substituting ingredients. This may work, this may not work. Was that 3? Yes. 2, 3. 2/3 a cup of very warm water. You're supposed to be between 120 and 130 degrees. I microwaved it. I don't know how long it is. Again, because I don't have a thermometer. I have to add the salt and the sugar. So we need 1.5 teaspoons of sugar. Looks like half a teaspoon. And 3/4 a teaspoon of salt. Apparently I was supposed to whisk all the dry ingredients together and forgot, so now it's all together. We'll see how it works out. Could be a disaster. Oh, in my opinion, looks whisked together. We're supposed to knead it, but we have to dump flour out on our work surface. Gluten-free flour just feels very like silky and grainy. And that's the thing when you're taking normal gluten-y recipes and trying to make them gluten-free. I am not a gluten-free baker. I will tell you that. I'm a gluten-free cook. I'm a fantastic gluten-free cook. Baking, dealing with the different flours, all that, it's kind of a lot. So she said, pull it towards you and do it this. You have to do it for 3 minutes. So now we have to put it in a bowl, our dough in a bowl. It's got to rest for 10 minutes. So we're gonna stick it in a bowl right there. We're gonna cover it with plastic wrap. Hey Siri, set a timer for 10 minutes.
Okay, your timer is set for 10 minutes.
All right, while the dough is resting, we are gonna make the inside, which is mozzarella sticks. We need 5 mozzarella sticks. And we're going to cut these into about 1-inch pieces. We have to have 22 pieces for our pizza, or our Christmas tree. The dough has been rested for 10 minutes. We have our little cheese cut up. So our next step, we're going to dump this. Rosanna's right, that does make a fun noise. We're gonna separate the dough so that it's easier to work with. It is still very, very sticky. Let's put it right here. And I probably should have put some flour down. Let's do that. I'm a good cook, but I'm a messy cook. Flour on here. We want to roll it out kind of into a flat, skinny thing. A flat, skinny thing. All right, we need to cut this into 11 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, some of these are bigger than others, and then we're gonna stick a piece of cheese in here. And roll it up into a ball. Okay. I might have to make some of these smaller. Probably should have thought about that. All right, and then we're gonna start, if you can see that if I put that here. Maybe I'll make the balls first and then we'll put them somewhere. All right, and now here comes kind of the fun part. So we're gonna start with 1 as our tree trunk, and then we're gonna do a row of 6 across. Hopefully this pan is big enough. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then our next row is gonna have 5. So I'm gonna have to roll one out, or when I get the other, have to add one is what I'm talking about. All right, so set those to the side. And now we're gonna work with the next round of dough and get it all worked out. All right, so then the next row, we have a row of 6, 5. This one's gonna have 4. Next row is gonna have 3. I wonder how Rosana Pansino looks so neat and clean while she's doing this. She changed clothes. Is that how it works if you're making a cooking show? Do you change outfits? Do you have multiples? All right, now we're working on the top row, which will have 2. And our top row, our top star. And this is what it looks like right now. Okay, now we're going to do an egg wash. I've never done an egg wash in my entire life, but apparently I have a little bit of water. And we're gonna mix an egg in with it. And then I have my pastry brush. We're gonna mix it together. And we're gonna paint. And then these bad boys are going in the oven and we'll see how that turns out. Time to go in the oven. These go into the oven at 425 degrees for 18 to 20 minutes. We will put them on 18, but again, since they are gluten-free, we're gonna make sure that we check on them frequently because you just never know. All right, I have melted butter, and in that I'm gonna add garlic powder. We will see, and I'm gonna add some rosemary. And I'm also gonna throw in some basil. Figure maybe if the texture's off, we'll put some spices in there. I've got my clean pastry brush. And I'm just gonna bake this, put this melted butter, garlicky, seasony goodness on here. And that is what it looks like. All right, and then just for funsies, I have fresh rosemary. And I thought maybe some fresh herbs would make this look really pretty. Tossing the fresh herbs on here so that maybe it looks like a Christmas tree. Man, rosemary smells so good. That is a divine smell. All right, and then I have Parmesan cheese. We're gonna sprinkle over it. This is the finished product. All right, we're gonna try one of these bad boys. Let's pull it apart. Dip it in a little marinara sauce. Not bad. I think the cheese could be melted more. I might stick these back in the oven for a minute or two. But anyway, thank you for watching day 9, I think, day 9 of the 12 days of Christmas. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can see what sort of thing I decide to come up with tomorrow. Have a good day, my friends.